What's up, y'all? It's me, Erica. It's your not basketball wives, married to medicine review. I don't know why I was sound like I was whispering. Let me get my shit together. Bring you a little closer to me, closer. Okay, so we're talking about Married to Medicine episode. Oh, this is the season 6 opener, episode 1. They start out everybody's gossiping about Quad. What I found was so funny about that scene was that all the men were kind of trying to minimize the cheating and kind of trying to blame it on, the woman. You know how and I was just like, okay. So they were like, none of the men believe the story. All of them were saying like they believe like the story is weak. I think that Quad has confirmed that the story is real. So I don't know. I feel like Quad has gotten herself into more than what she bargained for. Like, okay, I like Quad. I like her. But I think that she was gold digging. And I think that she probably thought that this guy, short, it's not, he's average looking, he's a doctor. Let me show him some tension in this big old tail, and I got me a dude. I don't have to fuck with these dope boys anymore. But then you got on Married to Medicine, and he started acting a fool because now he's also in the spotlight. And I don't think that you got what you bargained. I think you got more than what you bargained for with this guy. He seems to, as a psychologist, have a lot of like he seems to demonstrate some personality disorders of his own that were really ugly to see. But Quad is very dramatic, but I understand where she's coming from. I understand why she shut herself out, because some people don't like to go through things while people are watching them. So there's a lot of housewives who, like Luann from Real Housewives of New York, and who else was it? Another housewife who wasn't featured. They played a friend of the housewife, Charisse. She's doing the same thing. While they're going through their issues, they don't want the focus on them. So that's probably the reason why she backed away from all of them. And some people do that, but like Simone said, that's the time when you need your damn friends, is when you're going through the bullshit. Um, she said her and Greg are basically roommates. They show a scene of her walking up the stairs, coming down, getting dressed, and her saying "Hey" and getting her shit and walking out, and that was it. And I see a lot of people saying, why are you still living in that house? Why don't you leave? And then I saw a clip of Quad on her show saying, if you want to act like you single and you want to be single, go ahead and file the papers because mine are ready. So I don't know what the fuck is going on. I would assume that she would have filed for divorce. Um, did they have a prenup? Because it's like, I don't get it. I don't understand. But she feels like she says they're like 2 minutes every time she's talking to him. They're 2 minutes away from an argument, and nobody it deserves to live like that. I don't Nobody. So Toya and Eugene's talking about he lost 40 pounds. Where? I don't think they doing some trampoline workout. He was like, I am not doing this. I don't know if it was too girly for him. But he gives me Virgo tease. He gives me like he's a Virgo. But he wanted to go boxing. She said he asked us has she talked to Quad, and she said no, that she made some comment about taping with her real friends, and Toya's like, well, I mean, I feel like she's putting all her friendships on the back burner or to the back seat, and I feel like she um is putting her marriage in the back seat too. Let me tell you something about Toya. Toya has a lot of internalized misogyny because she watched her father be such an asshole, but then also love her father. So a lot of the things that he did, she thinks it's okay. Because there's a clip that they showed at the end of the episode, where they show everything that's going to happen for the season, and Quad says, "Why does my husband treat me like this?" And Toya said, "Because he's a man." Girl, no, we not doing that, Toya. It is 2000 and goddamn 18. See, my thing with Toya and the reason why she wants Quad to hold on, because her and Quad are really not that different in terms of how you acquired your mate. Toya, both of them both educated, both went to college, everything, but don't want to work. Like Toya is okay with being a housewife. She's fine with drinking her wine all day. She don't have no problem with it. None at all. And a lot of that, the way that she approaches her relationship advice, be to the benefit of the man and not to the benefit of the woman. And so that comes from how she saw her father deal with women. But we'll see how that works out. Remember I said that. Contessa, we're gonna call her Contessa because we've apologized the last reunion. And isn't that funny? The reunion was this year, and now they already started a new season. But anyway, so she's saying being a stay-at-home mom is hard, and that she doesn't really understand how people do it, bitch, because nobody's making pancakes in the morning before school. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. That's why you making it hard on yourself, bitch. If you don't give them a goddamn Nutri-Grain bar and put them on the bus and get them on their way, ain't nobody making pancakes on a weekday before school. Nobody. You doing the most. So she decided to go back to work. She's only a part-time stay-at-home mom. So I wonder who her nanny is. Who's taking care of the kids the other time? Or how's that working? I'd like to see how that's working. There's her interview look. She had like a lot of weave and a lot of highlights. I did not like the look. I want to say I like the idea, but she didn't execute it right. It too many highlights. It should have been less highlights. But I see that she's trying to get a new look because y'all talked about her hair so goddamn bad last season. How it looked like cats had been licking in it and everything else. Her hair was looking really, really, really bad. So we're gonna see how she's gonna get her hair together this season. Cecil and Simone. He brings her flowers to her job. They do a recap of their hurdles. They decided they're not going to divorce, but they're still separated, living in separate houses. And then there's this issue with wanting to be intimate, physically intimate. Cecil wants that. And Simone doesn't feel like she's ready to do that. Now, where her issues with Cecil was that he was emotionless, and that he had that friend that was a female that was always around, and he said he was going to stop seeing her or hanging out with her. I'm hunching. I need to sit up straight. Shit. All right. Yeah. Tell me when I'm hunching, y'all. Hunching. Hunching over. Hunchback of Notre Dame. So they're kind of courting again, which is kind of cute, but whatever. They don't want to. She doesn't want to start having sex. So what do y'all think? Do you think that they should start having sex, or do you think like she should not have sex with him until they live under one roof? Because it'll be like they're like dating, and maybe that might be the spice. Maybe he needs to feel like they're dating again to show emotion. Maybe she needs to be like, this is something new, you want this, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, we're gonna see. But Cecil does seem like he's very like ultra logical. It's only the facts. I don't give a damn what your emotions are about whatever. And we need to figure out that's the one thing I like about this show, is that they are showing these married couples and how they're dealing with their marriages, and everybody is actually married. Let me think before honey, let me think real quick before I speak too damn soon. They're all married, right? So everybody's in medicine. um Nathaniel said that they should have a single woman on there. I don't think a single woman would do well in a group that big of a group with married women whose husbands cheat. I don't think that will go well. But a single doctor, um, maybe a single male doctor. I don't know. Maybe two a male and a female doctor that maybe they're trying to hook up. Maybe they introduce them to the show or something like that. But it can't be like a single woman. Y'all do we society. Heavenly, no, that wouldn't go well. I could see Heavenly right now saying this single woman shouldn't be around all these married men. I could see her saying that. I could see Toya saying that too. I could see them all saying that. Jackie, she's in her doctor's office with her life coach. I mean, If she's not her life coach, she needs to be, because that lady changed so much in a year. Did y'all see that lady? She looked so pretty. She looked like a different. She looked all homely and shit. Over here, she looked like, honey, she was something was going on with her. Like, she's healthy. Like, look at her. She looked great. Didn't she look great? I thought she looked great. She should be Jackie's life coach, and they should show clips of Jackie going to this life coach. Since Jackie, I feel like Jackie thinks she knows everything, and I need somebody to tell her what to fucking do, since thinks she got all the goddamn answers. Simone, she calls the sex counselor and says she wants to. Do y'all think Simone is a prude? Do y'all think? I feel like because she cusses and she's very open, in terms of like cussing and everything, she doesn't quote unquote act like, we would think like doctors should act. You know what I mean? She's very down to earth. But do we think like she's a prude? Like she doesn't want to have sex with him? I don't know. But she wants to have this party so they could talk about sex and being comfortable with having sex with your husband again, or feeling sexy or whatever. So they're gonna have this lace and leather party. Heavenly's daughter, did y'all see her? What was her name? Aurora. She is, I don't want to call her grown. I would like to call her precocious, like little smart mouth. But she gets her behavior from her mother. She acts just like Heavenly. She's mean to Heavenly the way that Heavenly is mean to other people. She asked Daddy, was she mean? And she says yes. I mean, he didn't answer. I think he said, and she was like, see, Daddy, you said, you pause. I'm not mean. Yes, you are. You are mean. You are a mean person. Says she's telling Daddy she feels sorry for Quad. And Damon says, don't make the situation worse. Let her come to you. Don't get your ass involved in none of that shit. It's none of your goddamn business. Let her come to you. What else? He said, I think she's mean. She asked what she mean. Heavenly is mean. Heavenly is mean. But, I mean, it's going to be a shocker that Heavenly is one of my favorites. She is my favorites. And it's because she does not hold back. This spiritual journey that she's on is a running joke, and she knows it. That's why she keeps saying it. The Heavenly is funny. She's mean. She is, I think, she has some ways that I don't like, but I do like her. I like her and Simone the most. But Simone and all that hollering and screaming, you gonna have to get. I hope you figure out a new way to handle conflict with anybody. All that hollering and screaming you doing, it's too much. What else? Heavily on her spiritual journey, she be snapping on people. That's the thing. That's what's wrong with her. What else I got over here? Let me see what else I got. Okay, so we get to the leather and lace party. Mariah, her shade, she be so shady. I don't like Mariah. FYI, I'm just letting y'all know now. I don't like Mariah. So if y'all may keep me honest and being objective when it comes to her behavior, because I tend to be like, fuck her. Everything she does is wrong. But tonight, with that night at that party, she came through in that cat suit, and the way that she got with Heavenly, yeah, and even Heavenly, I'm telling you, Heavenly is my favorite. But the way that Mariah got with Heavenly that fast and that quick, like she had been holding and she was ready. I was like, Mariah, you so damn stupid. You could have saved that, what you said about Damon, for another day, not for this. Didn't. That was something you had to say for later. You couldn't get out the first episode without dropping some shit like that. You should have waited. But let me tell you one thing. That goddamn Scorpio Heavenly, she gonna get your ass back for that. She may act like she was cool, but she's gonna get your ass back for that. Trust and believe it. She didn't act like she didn't get up from her chair. She didn't start arguing with Mariah, but she gonna get you back. So they had all the toys and everything set up. At one point, Heavenly said about Simone, you need to learn your own body before you start dealing with this stuff over here. And she's right. She is right. Ain't nothing wrong with a sex toy. Nothing is wrong with it. What I'm saying is learn your body. And maybe you need a sex toy to learn your body. That might be what Simone needs, so that she could feel sexy with herself. You understand what I'm saying? And maybe that's what she needs. That's something she needs. Learn your body, honey, and what makes you feel sexy. And then tell him. Okay. Mariah had on her cat suit. Contessa had, I keep typing Contessa. We're gonna call her Contessa. She had on her trench coat. She said she's ready. She's tired of being a mommy. Let me tell you something. Y'all don't understand when people go out for who have children, they really want to have a good time. They don't want any drama. They don't want none of that stuff because what they got to go home to is going to be loud. It's going to be people talking. It's going to be a bunch of hot mess. And you don't want to deal with all of that. You want to go out with your friends, have a couple drinks, shoot the shit, laugh, kiki, but getting into fights and all that other stuff, my nerves would be shot. I would have to be high all the time around them women because don't nobody have time to be fighting like that all the time, arguing and jumping up and all that stuff. I'm tired of shit. And Heavenly said that she think Mariah. I think that bitch is crazy. I like Mariah, but I think that bitch is crazy. They keep saying they like each. Mariah says something like, "Heavenly, she doesn't like me. You don't like her either." Because the way that you received that gift. Now, do y'all think that did you see Jackie dressed like a damn retired nun? She's so, and they talking about Jackie's the biggest freak in here. I don't think so. Jackie is a cold fish. I think that Jackie is a cold fish. Quad didn't come because of the article. That they think it's because of the article. But what was I saying about Heavenly and Mariah? I hadn't got on them yet. Have I got on them yet? Oh no, not yet. Oh no, I did get on them because Mariah did walk out at that time. She said something about Heavenly said something about Aiden's penis. I didn't understand why. I didn't understand where it came from. But then Mariah turned around so goddamn fast and said, "I could tell you who has been sleeping with Damon. I could tell you who he's been sleeping with. I could tell you what he really likes, honey." Mariah was ready for Heavenly. She was ready for her. And the fact that she came out with that so fast, she been waiting, but she didn't use it at the right time. That wasn't the right time. It didn't catch Heavenly like she thought it would. That's why she came back in. Because if she thought that she did something, she would have made her grand exit and would not have came back. No matter what Toya would have said, she would have been like, she realized, oh, she didn't really jump up. Because see, this is the thing, when you talk about people's marriages, you don't know their arrangement and you don't know what they got set up. So what you think is wrong, what you think you getting somebody together about, that could be something that they do. So you never know. That's why when you just can't do stuff like that, because you just don't know what their arrangements are. Heavenly gonna get her back though. So they were talking about Quad and saying that we think she didn't come because of the article, but at one point Heavenly, no, when her and Mariah was getting into, she said, "I got receipts, honey. I can bring these receipts." And when Mariah said, "Fuck with me, I got them." Bitch, I slid off like that damn meme of Miss Patterson. What's her name's mother? New York's mother sliding off that couch. That's how I was. I was not ready for Mariah. I said, "Mariah, you stupid. You should have waited for that. All that display on the first episode, I think you wasted. I think you should have left that for another episode." Well, I guess they decided this was gonna be the first episode, but you came out the gate with some tea, bitch. So we want to know what's going on with Damon. And if we really think back, we don't have a backstory on Damon and Heavenly's relationship. I mean, we get pieces here and there, but we don't have a focus on what's going on with them. And I don't know, do we want to focus on it? Are we trying to look for something wrong because we don't see anything wrong, and we like, how could they be so cool all the time? And we don't see anything that indicates that they have problems in their marriage. So are we looking for something that isn't there? Are we going to create something that isn't there? Like, what's going on? We're going to see. Sex therapist comes, and she's what's her name saying, Simone saying that she be mad at him. That's why she doesn't want to have sex with him. Now the sex therapist, there was a conversation on, can you have sex when you still mad? And I think you can. If you're really that mad where you really can't, like, then don't. I mean, don't have it if you don't want to. But if you want to, and you can still be mad because you're really not that mad. So, but then you still take it out during the session. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that Simone is that mad. She's a different kind of mad, to where she's like, I don't want to fuck you at all. And the sex therapist is like, and Heavenly's old Scorpio ass talking about, that's when you had the best. That's the best sex. All this other stuff. That lady lady is crazy. But Simone said, I just want an emotional human being, and Cecil isn't emotional. And I think she just needs to express that to him. Maybe he needs to go see a therapist, and maybe he has some blockage or something. I don't know. And a lot of the ways that Heavenly deals with her marriage is kind of probably the way that Toya is going to deal. They have a lot of serve the man over my own needs type of personality or approach to marriage. Even though Toya does exhibit more so like I'm like not an independent woman, like I don't really cater to Eugene the way that Heavenly appears to cater to um, Damon, but they seem to have the same approach to, like I said, your needs are lesser than his needs. His needs come first. If something is wrong, you got to understand where he's coming from. If you're mad, you can't be that mad because he might get mad, and it's just weird. Like I don't know, but I get that feeling. Jackie was showing a little bit of emotion. She started crying because she's still going through that where it's a constant every day. I feel like if somebody's cheating, that you have to, and you take them back, you got to forgive them. Like she said, he went out, and when she asked him where he had been, he started with and that brought back all the mistrust. Like, I don't believe you. You stumbled in your words, stuff like that. So she showed emotion. She said, I get where you're coming from. I get why you don't want to be intimate with Cecil. I get that. But take your time, blah blah blah. She's always wants to give a kind, sisterly sister girl word. She get on my damn nerves. Jackie get on my nerves. Heavenly says, since Mariah did come back, Heavenly says to Mariah that she got something for her and she wanted to apologize for defacing her poster. And she pulls out this other poster that is a Mariah holding a parrot. I think they were in, I don't remember where they were. I don't remember where they were, but I remember them taking those pictures, and Mariah had a broken foot, and she didn't like as soon as she opened it. But let me tell you something about Mariah Huck. It don't matter what, if it was the same picture, she wouldn't have liked it. She claims that it's Heavenly that doesn't like her, and she doesn't understand why, but they don't like each other. And sometimes you don't have a solid reason why you don't like somebody. Sometimes your personalities don't match and you don't like each other. And you can't explain why. You just butt heads all the time. I don't think it has anything. Nobody is jealous of anybody. I don't think none of that. I don't think any of that, because Mariah is just as shady and mean spirited as Heavenly. The same shit. She plays the victim more. Mariah does, and that's where she gets that. Oh my gosh, she's picking, and Heavenly doesn't respond. Heavenly is mean with her responses. She's not too emotional because she's not gonna let you see her break. She might do it without you seeing, but she's not gonna let you see her break. So she's not gonna act like something is bothering her. She's not gonna let you see that something is bothering her. So when Mariah shows that what Heavenly did is bothering her, she gets the sympathy. Heavenly doesn't, because she doesn't show any like empathy towards Mariah. And I do y'all think that the picture, the poster that Heavenly chose, do y'all think that it was intentional? Do you think it was a bad picture? I don't think it was a bad picture. Mariah didn't like the picture of herself. When anybody else picks out a picture of you or takes a picture of you, they don't always know your angles. So she probably thought the picture was okay. I thought it was colorful. She had a bird. She looked happy. I don't understand, but I feel like she wouldn't have liked it. It didn't matter what it was. It could have been a big ass check for something, and she wouldn't have liked it. I don't think she just wouldn't have liked it. I think she wants to be nasty like that. No, 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 you shouldn't. No, no. And yes, when you like Nathaniel and I were talking about it, he said when you mess up somebody's property, typically you return exactly what you messed up, and maybe Heavenly was trying to be funny. I think that Heavenly, I don't think, I don't know, like I can't really tell. Did you pick that picture on purpose? Did you think it wasn't an unflattering picture of Mariah, and that's why you picked it, and you knew that she's very big on how she presents herself, so you knew she wouldn't like it? Like, what do you, I don't know. I can't, I'm not, I'm still out on that. I don't know. I could see Heavenly doing that. Like I could see her picking out an unflattering picture. Like here, I made a poster of it to replace the one that I defaced. You didn't have no business having a goddamn poster of yourself on the front of the door anyway. You wanted to draw attention. It didn't draw the attention that you thought it was going to draw, and so it's not. So you're so traumatized by somebody drawing on a picture that took $10 to make. I mean, I know it's the principle, but goddamn, nobody but gives a fuck about that goddamn piece of paper. Okay, they so mad at Heavenly's fake and phony spiritual journey. It shit is so funny. Did that happen before or after? I feel like that happened. I feel like that happened at the time when they started arguing. Did that start the argument? Because I was trying to figure out, like, what, why was they arguing like that? And then what started the argument? Was it with the poster? I have it written out of, maybe this was the whole leather and lace party. I have it written out of order. But anyways, they start talking about Quad again and how she's not sharing her husband's the details of her husband's infidelities, and she doesn't have to. You guys should think because a camera is rolling that you have to be privy to every moment of somebody's life, and it don't work like that. And it just doesn't work like that. It's no other way around it. Here goes fucking Mariah. Well, knowing Quad the longest, all I gotta say is that, just love her. She just needs love right now. Shut up. Because you so mean and hateful. How you gonna flip around? They're gonna be arguing in 2 weeks. Fussing and fighting and arguing and talking the most shit about each other. We've shared a lot of things with each other about our marriages and da 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 da. Shut up, Mariah. You still want to piss on Quad. But okay, so then we see Quad making her affirmations in the mirror, and saying that she's going to, what does she say, that she's going to persevere and all this other stuff. And I said, okay, Quad, with your affirmations, I'm glad you trying to be positive. You're still very dramatic, and just be there for her. That's what Mariah said. What did y'all think of the episode overall? I thought it was a pretty good first episode. We got a little drama, a little backstory. We caught up on everybody. Let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll talk to you later. Take care of each other.